Sometimes it feels like no matter what you do, you can't move forward. Habits, thoughts, and fears quietly repeat behind the scenes, creating a loop that keeps progress just out of reach. This subconscious cycle operates without your awareness, steering decisions and reactions in ways that feel automatic. Understanding it is the first step to breaking free, reclaiming control, and finally, moving toward the life you want. Today, we will talk about the subconscious loop keeping you stuck. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. What is the subconscious loop? The subconscious loop is a mental pattern where thoughts, beliefs, and emotions repeatedly reinforce each other without conscious awareness. Unlike deliberate decision-making, this loop operates automatically, influencing behavior, habits, and reactions. For example, past failures or negative experiences can create internal narratives like, "I'm not capable," or "I always mess things up." These beliefs trigger emotions such as fear, anxiety, or self-doubt, which in turn influence choices and actions. When the outcomes align with these beliefs, the loop reinforces itself, creating a cycle that keeps individuals stuck in patterns of limitation. The subconscious loop is powerful because it bypasses rational thought. Even when conscious logic contradicts it, the brain often defaults to ingrained patterns. Awareness of these loops is the first step toward breaking them, as it allows individuals to recognize repeated behaviors, emotional triggers, and self-sabotaging tendencies. By identifying the elements of the loop, people can begin to intervene intentionally, reprogram their responses, and shift toward more productive and fulfilling patterns of thinking and behavior. 2. How past experiences shape loops. Subconscious loops often originate from early life experiences. Childhood conditioning, trauma, and repeated reinforcement of certain beliefs create automatic responses that persist into adulthood. For instance, repeated criticism may lead to a loop of perfectionism and fear of failure, where every new challenge triggers anxiety and hesitation. Similarly, social rejection or neglect can foster loops of self-doubt or avoidance, reinforcing patterns of isolation. These loops are maintained because the brain equates familiar patterns with safety, even when they are limiting or harmful. Over time, subconscious loops operate like autopilot, influencing decisions, habits, and emotional reactions without conscious input. Understanding the origins of these loops helps individuals contextualize their behaviors, reducing self-blame and creating a foundation for change. Recognizing that these patterns were learned rather than innate empowers people to intervene deliberately, replacing automatic responses with intentional, growth-oriented behaviors. This insight is crucial for breaking free from cycles that perpetuate stagnation and self-sabotage. 3. The role of self-beliefs. At the center of the subconscious loop are deeply ingrained self-beliefs. These core beliefs, positive or negative, serve as filters for how experiences are interpreted. Negative beliefs like, "I'm not enough," or "I can't succeed," trigger emotional and behavioral responses that align with the expectation of failure, reinforcing the loop. Even when evidence contradicts these beliefs, the brain selectively attends to information that confirms them, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. Positive loops, on the other hand, occur when empowering beliefs trigger constructive behaviors that reinforce confidence and growth. Understanding the role of self-beliefs allows individuals to examine and question automatic interpretations, identifying which are beneficial and which maintain stagnation. Cognitive techniques, affirmations, and behavioral experiments can gradually reprogram these self-beliefs, altering the subconscious loop and creating a foundation for progress. By actively shaping beliefs, individuals regain control over thoughts, emotions, and actions, breaking the cycle of automatic limitation. 4. Emotional reinforcement in the loop. Emotions act as the fuel for subconscious loops. Each time a belief triggers a strong emotional reaction, fear, guilt, shame, or frustration, the loop strengthens. Emotional intensity signals importance to the brain, reinforcing patterns and making them more automatic over time. For example, a person who believes they are unworthy may feel shame in social situations, which validates the belief and conditions the brain to react similarly in future interactions. Conversely, positive emotions can strengthen productive loops, such as the satisfaction of completing a task, building confidence, and reinforcing proactive behavior. Recognizing the interplay between beliefs and emotions is key to breaking harmful loops. By managing emotional responses, practicing self-compassion, and engaging in deliberate, cognitive, and behavioral strategies, individuals can weaken the influence of negative loops and cultivate patterns that promote growth, resilience, and self-efficacy. 5. Habits as loop reinforcement. Habits both feed and result from subconscious loops. Automatic behaviors emerge from repeated reinforcement of beliefs and emotional responses, often bypassing conscious decision-making. For instance, procrastination, avoidance, or self-sabotage are commonly reinforced by loops of fear or doubt. When these habits consistently lead to outcomes that confirm underlying beliefs, the loop is further strengthened. Breaking these patterns requires deliberate intervention, identifying habitual triggers, creating alternative responses, and reinforcing new behaviors with positive feedback. By consciously restructuring habits, individuals can disrupt the automatic flow of the subconscious loop, gradually replacing limiting patterns with constructive routines that align with personal goals and aspirations. 6. Cognitive distortions, maintaining loops. Subconscious loops often persist due to cognitive distortions, systematic errors in thinking that reinforce negative patterns. Common distortions include catastrophizing, overgeneralization, and all-or-nothing thinking. These distortions interpret events in ways that confirm existing beliefs, amplifying self-doubt and limiting action. For example, a single mistake might be interpreted as total failure, triggering emotional reactions and reinforcing avoidance behaviors. Awareness of cognitive distortions is crucial to disrupting the loop. Techniques such as cognitive restructuring, journaling, and reframing enable individuals to challenge distorted thoughts, evaluate evidence objectively, and develop more balanced perspectives, reducing the subconscious loop's influence over behavior and emotion. 7. The subconscious loop and decision-making. Subconscious loops impact decision-making by predisposing individuals to choices that align with existing beliefs. Fear, self-doubt, and avoidance can prevent proactive or ambitious action, while selective attention reinforces evidence supporting negative expectations. This creates a cycle where decisions perpetuate stagnation, reinforcing the sense of being stuck. Intervening requires conscious awareness of automatic patterns, assessing decisions objectively, and experimenting with actions that challenge limiting beliefs. 8. Techniques to break the loop. Breaking subconscious loops involves intentional strategies targeting beliefs, emotions, and habits. Techniques include mindfulness to observe automatic patterns, cognitive reframing to challenge limiting beliefs, and behavioral experiments to test new approaches. Visualization, affirmations, and structured goal setting reinforce constructive loops. Consistency and self-compassion are critical, as the brain gradually rewires neural pathways through repetition and positive reinforcement. 9. Leveraging the loop for growth. Subconscious loops are not inherently negative. They can be leveraged for growth. By intentionally reinforcing positive beliefs, emotions, and habits, individuals create empowering loops that support confidence, resilience, and achievement. For example, celebrating small wins triggers positive emotional reinforcement, strengthening belief in capability, and encouraging proactive behavior. If you liked this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up, leave a comment, and click the button to subscribe.